Hi, in this video I'm looking at this problem here where Ashton is starting work in a new job. His employer sets up his superannuation account for him and is going to deposit $450 at the start of each month. The account is earning 8.2% per annum compounded monthly interest, and we want to write the recurrence relation for this investment and use it to determine the balance after the first 4 months. Now, the recurrence relation for an annuity is the same for a superannuation. It's that the balance at the end of a month is given by R times the balance at the end of the previous month plus the deposit. And the reason it's the same is because we are depositing the same amount every month or every period, and we're earning some interest. Now, we just need to work out what these values are. D is our deposit, nice and easy every month. So that's our $450. R is given by the rule 1 plus I, where I is our interest per period. So I is going to be our 8.2%, but we need that as a decimal, so we need to divide it by 100. And we also need it monthly, whereas this is per annum, but we want monthly, so I need to divide by 12, because there's 12 months in a year. And so I is going to be 8.2 on 1200, and we'll just leave it like that for the ease of doing the problem and putting it into our calculator. So R is going to be 8.2 on 1200. The only thing we need to work out is our initial investment A0. Now, the key wording here is that it's done at the start of the month is the deposit. So if you think about what's happening with the investment, the money is being deposited into the account. So we start at 450. Then at the end of the month, a little bit of interest is applied. And then at the start of the next month, a deposit is made. And then we wait, some interest is applied, a deposit is made. Interest is applied, wait for the end of the month, interest is applied, deposit is made. Wait to the end of the month, interest is applied, deposit is made. So our actual initial amount is our first deposit, $450, because no interest is going to be calculated on that yet. And so if we use these numbers, we can make up our recurrence formula and state that an plus 1 equals R, which is 1 plus I, or 1 plus 8.2 over 1200, multiplied by AN, whatever that is at the time, plus our deposit of 450. And we just need to write where A0, our first deposit, is $450. So that is our recurrence formula. That's the entire thing, all we have to worry about. And now we're going to use this to work out the balance after the first 4 months. So we are going to look at using this rule. So at the first month, A1, we're going to have, following our rule, 1 plus 8.2 over 1200 multiplied by the previous month. And if we're at A1, the previous month is A0. So we have multiplied by 450. And then we're just going to add on our deposit plus 450. And so the value at the end of the first month, but really this is the second month, because the deposit is made at the start of the month. So at the end of the first month, there's $450. Well, there'll be a little bit of interest applied, but not much. And then at the end of the first month, which is really the second month, we're going to have $903.08. And then if we move on to doing the next month, A2, that's going to be 1 plus 8.2 on 1200 multiplied by the amount from the previous month. And so that's going to be multiplied by 903 and 8. And add on 450 every time. And so our value at the end of the second, which is really the third month, we have $1,359.25 in the account. We can go and have a look at our next month, which is going to be a 3. And that's going to be 1 plus 8.2 on 1,200 multiplied by the value of the previous month, which is $1,359.25, and then always plus on the deposit of $450. And so now our third amount is $1,818.53. And that's all the calculations we have to do. So our amounts are, starting from the first month, we had $450. And then at the second month is $903.08. At the third month, we're going to have $1,359.25. And at the fourth month, we're going to have $1,818.53. So at the end of the 4 months, after the first 4 months, the value is actually the 1,018. So after the first 4 months, the account has $1,818.53.